Welcome to Anyhoop Pop with your boy JC, and we're back talking about round two. Before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you already subscribed, go ahead and hit that bell, crack the Liberty bell, so you know exactly when we put posting shorts and videos and everything like that and all our content. We talking basketball, bro. We talking about playoff basketball, man. So you definitely want to tune in for that. And we're gonna start off with the Knicks and the Celtics, bro. The New York Knicks overcame a 20-point deficit to win 108 to 105 in TD Garden, bro. My man Jalen Brunson came in with 29 points. OG Anunoby also had 29 points. Karl Anthony Towns had a little trouble. He got into some foul trouble, but he chipped in with 14. Josh Hart chipped in with 14. Even though Caleb Bridges had a little rough point, he had a three-pointer overtime and a steal in overtime to really turn the tide of the game. JT came in with 23. JB came in with 23. Andrew Holiday had 16, but Derek White had a rough game. He had 20, but he had a rough game, and I feel like because Derek White had a rough game, the Celtics lost. They missed 40-something threes, like 42, 45 threes. I think they missed 45 threes. And that's the most in NBA playoff history. And when you shooting that bad, it's terrible. They shot 25% from three. And we mentioned this before in the show, me and 4 or 5. We have mentioned before that if the Celtics are hitting their threes, they are a beatable team. And that's exactly what happened last night. The Celtics wasn't hitting their threes, and the Knicks caught fire. You know how JB is, clutch player of the year. Shout out to JB for clutch player of the year. And he really closed the game out, man. He really went in and closed the game out. He did his thing. OG chipped in and did his thing. Because Karl Anthony Towns had some foul trouble, he had like 4 fouls by the third quarter. And because he had some foul trouble, OG stepped up, came in with some timely buckets, some great buckets to help JB pull the Knicks over the hump, bro. And I feel like because Derek White had that rough game, bro, the Celtics didn't win. They missed the most threes in NBA history in an NBA history game. They're not going to play like that again. They're going to have a better game. But I think the Knicks found something with the way they were limiting their like open threes, the way they were limiting like JB and JT on hitting their threes. They really made JB and JT really slash and go to the paint. Jaylen Brown had a rough go at it in the first half of the game. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of his 2-pointers weren't falling. A lot of his drives at the rim weren't hurting. You could tell he was still getting over his injury. Also, the Celtics lost Porzingis midway through the game to illness, so that also I think played a key role. We'll see what's going on with KP when he comes back. Let's see if he comes back. I think that also changed the tide of the game. But listen, bro, I got the Celtics in 6, but I'm rooting for the Knicks. I feel like the Knicks are on something. They stole one. You feel me? They stole one. And listen, now they're playing with house money. All they got to do is take care of business at home. So we'll see what's going on in game 2. That was a good game. But the best game of the night was the Nuggets versus the Thunder that happened last night, bro. That was a crazy game. The Denver Nuggets came out, game-winning shot by Aaron Gordon to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder 121-19. What a game, bro. Jokic came in with 42, 22, and 6. You feel what I'm saying? Aaron Gordon had 22 and 14. Jamal Murray had 21 and 6. Russell Westbrook chipped in with 18 points, bro, off the bench, including the assist to Aaron Gordon for the game winner. And I feel like, bro, this was crazy. OKC, they was dominating the first half of the game, bro. They was really snapping in the first half of the game. Alex Caruso played some of the best defense of his life, bro. I'm talking about he was getting blocks on Jokic, getting blocks on everybody, you feel what I'm saying? Even SGA was having a pretty good offensive game. But who really didn't show up, who I was really disappointed in, who didn't show up, which I felt like ultimately bit them in the ass and why they lost the game, was because of Jalen Williams, bro. Jalen Williams was not around, bro. J-Dub was not around. J-Dub only had 16 points. J-Dub only had 16 points, bro. And when it comes to playoff basketball, bro, I told you he gonna have to step up, bro. He definitely gonna have to step up. He not doing this thing, bro. He not around, and because he not around, I feel like they lost the game. They not having that extra. Not only that, but then Chet Holmgren, he only came in with like 12 points and missed 2 free throws at the end of the game, bro. Come on, bro. This was the whole question. The whole question wasn't Can SGA win a chip? The question was, can Oklahoma City Thunder win a chip? Because of the other guys. Not because of SGA, because of the other guys, specifically J-Dub and Chet Holmgren, bro. And because those two guys didn't really step up, which I'll give Chet Holmgren a little pass because he got to play Jokic. And I mean, he wasn't really defending Jokic, but that's a lot. That's a tall task. We know you're not going to be the best you can be on the offensive end because you're playing Jokic, who came in with 42, giving y'all that work. But listen, J-Dub, you got to step up. You definitely got to step up, bro. And that was disappointing. Not only that, bro, they wasn't hitting their free throws. And you know when you don't hit your free throws, that's terrible. And they was just beating y'all up in the paint, bro. I'm not going to lie, bro. They had nothing to say in the paint. I seen Russell Westbrook going through, slashing in the paint, attacking Chet Holmgren right to the chest. I mean, like, man, listen, bro. They was not scared of y'all in the paint. Isaiah Hartenstein didn't have that best of the game. That's why they had Alex Caruso in the game a lot more than he played. And listen, bro, they're going to have to fix something that's going on in the paint. They had a good thing going with the little, it was like a zone type defense or like a 4-in-box defense where they was kind of swarming that box. They kind of made it difficult for Jokic to operate out of the post, but they didn't really make it difficult for Jokic when he faced up. And when Jokic faced up, he found a lot of success, hence the 42 points. You feel what I'm saying? So they're going to have to do something when he face up. They stopped sending double teams as much when he face up opposed to when he post up. So I don't know. That's a little something that I noticed. And then what I tell y'all about Eric Gordon, bro, I told y'all Eric Gordon's a shooter now, bro. I've been telling y'all that, man. Eric Gordon not the same scrub he used to be from the three-point line. You feel what I'm saying? He worked on it. He worked on his shot, bro. And look, game winner at the game. This is second game winner of the postseason. You feel what I'm saying? And then one game that really opened my eyes to how good of a shooter he really became was that double overtime that we had in regular season against the Nuggets-Timberwolves game, that double overtime that they had in regular season. He was shooting in that game, and he was the reason they won that game because he was hitting threes. Same thing in this game, bro. They really showed heart, and they stole one. This is what we're going to be looking at. I know this is what we're going to be looking at. I know this is what everybody's going to be talking about. Can the Thunder actually get it done? They lost last year in the second round. Here we are, second round again. I don't think it's time to hit the panic button yet. You feel me? I don't think it's time to hit the panic button yet. But some of these guys are going to have to step up, and they're going to have to, you feel me, listen, the lights are bright. They're going to have to step up for the spotlight. All right, tonight we got Cavs versus Pacers game 2. And the first game, it was a very good game, and the Pacers won, but it was a fast-paced game, and I feel like that's why the Cavaliers lost. The Cavaliers lost because it was a fast-paced game, and I feel like they really sped up. And that's why you miss Darius Garland, because Darius Garland can come in and slow the game down, but you still have efficient offense. Without him, you don't have nobody to really slow the game down, because Ty Jerome, he plays fast as well. That's kind of like his pace is fast-paced as well. What's his name? D. Mitch, not a point guard. D. Mitch, shooting guard. You see what he get into, scoring the basketball. He's not really looking to move the offense as much as Darius Garland was to move the offense. You feel what I'm saying? And then the weird switching that they was doing on the defensive end, I understand because the Pacers play fast, and the reason they play fast is they get mismatches in transition and mismatches on the other end because the defense is not set. But the fact that y'all switched and kept Jared Allen on Tyrese Halliburton so many times, what's up with that, bro? He was cooking him. Every time he seen him go green. I'm talking about he either getting the assist or he getting the bucket. He was cooking him. And Tyrese Halliburton really came in. He had 22 and 13 points with 3 blocks. You feel what I'm saying? And he got a little chip on his shoulder because everybody was calling him overrated. He had a rough start of the season. Really picked it up second half of the season. And now he here in the playoffs showing y'all what's what and what's going on. Trying to put his claim in for one of the best guards in the league. You feel what I'm saying? Especially in the East Coast. They got game 2 today. I got the Cavaliers in game 2, but this almost a must-win game. If y'all lose this game, y'all in trouble. Y'all definitely in trouble. I don't know when Darius Garland is coming back. So I'll hold down the fort till Darius Garland come back. This is going to be a good one. This is also going to be a good one. Also, we got going on tonight, we got Anthony Edwards versus Steph Curry in the Warriors. Game 1 going down in the Timberwolves house. Listen, this is going to be a good series because, look, he already took down KD last year, right? This year he took out Bron. now he gets to try to take out Steph Curry, and I want to see him take out Steph Curry, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I want to see him take out Steph Curry, and I got the Timberwolves in 6. I feel like the way that their offense is playing, the way that their bench is playing, the way that the other guys are playing, their role players are playing, I feel like they have a real good momentum. I feel like they have real good team chemistry, and I feel like they got the confidence to go in and beat the Warriors. The Warriors are a little tired. They really struggle with the Rockets and their defense. There were spurts in the series where the Warriors' offense wasn't as potent as it should have been. Even in that Game 7, you seen that Buddy Hield had to step up and really score a lot of points for them to win that game and had that game comfortably. I feel like they don't have the same luxury as they had against Houston, where Houston will stall out on offense for a little bit. You don't have that same thing with the Timberwolves because you got Naz Reid, you got Julius Randle, you got DiVincenzo, you got a couple guys. Then Jaden McDaniels can even get hot, as you've seen in the first round when the opportunity arrives. Then, also, they don't have a big for Rudy. So, it's not often, but you've seen in that last game, in Game 5 against the Lakers, Rudy can get going. Rudy can give you 20, 25 points when the matchup calls for it. And this is one of those matchups that call for it. I can see him having one of those games that he had Game 5. I can see him have another one of those games in this series. So we're going to have to see how it happens. But this is going to be Game 1. I got the Timberwolves Game 1. I think they hype after beat Brian, after beating the Lakers, after beating Luka. I think they hype. So I think they come in here and get Game 1. But I do got Warriors for Game 2. But for the whole series, I got Timberwolves in 6. That's my whole thing. I got Timberwolves in 6. Shout out to Kenny Atkinson for getting Coach of the Year. You feel what I'm saying? You know, they just said that L. He got Coach of the Year. It was pretty good. And Greg Popovich has stepped down from coach. You feel me? He's no longer head coach of the Spurs. He's still working with the Spurs. He's like an advisor, senior advisor, or something like that. But you know, his job is done as head coach. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out, Coach. He gave us headaches. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a LeBron supporter, and he gave me headaches throughout my whole basketball life of watching basketball. So shout out Pop. You feel what I'm saying? Ran a dynasty. Got those guys a lot of rings and a lot of winning. One of the best coaches in NBA history. If you're not in the Hall, I think he might be in the Hall of Fame already. I think he's in the Hall of Fame already. But if he's not, he will be in the Hall of Fame. So shout out to Great Pop. Shout out to Kenny Atkinson. That's up. But that's it for us, man. Check in with us later this week when we're gonna be wrapping up some of the games that's going on in the second round. You see what I'm saying? We'll wrap it up. 4-5 will be back. And listen, bro, thank you for kicking it with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell if you haven't hit that bell. And enjoy basketball.
Yeah, show them how we do it. You already know that money talk real fluent. We don't gotta prove it, got these niggas looking clueless. I got JC on the beat and I got him going stupid. I said, ooh, yeah, show them how we do it. You already know that money talk real fluent. We don't gotta prove it, got these niggas looking clueless. I got JC on the beat and I got him going stupid. I said, ooh, damn, it's the flow for me. Man, I'm burning up the booth, it's like 100 degrees. Man, I'm like 100.